Triple R is getting awards left, right, and center across the globe. And the chances to get nominated for Oscars are very high. So, really happy for that. And we have more interviews, more videos to react to of Triple R. It's not ending anytime soon. So, let's have a look at three questions with Director S.S. Rajamouli. If you haven't seen the video, I'll put the link description. You can check it out. Let's have a look.
Hey everyone, it's Ian here. I'm thrilled to be able to share with you an interview I conducted yesterday with S.S. Rajamouli, the co-writer director of my favorite film of the year, indeed the best film of the year, RRR. Hello, sir. It is a tremendous honor to speak with you. RRR is my favorite film of the year, and I watched it at home, like so many of us, but I'm thrilled that you're bringing it to the Music Box Theater in Chicago this weekend, and you're darn right I bought a ticket. So RRR had about a quarter of the budget of most Hollywood blockbusters. Can you talk about how you were able to push the resources you had available to create a film that looks, feels, and performs, emotes better than the average Marvel movie?
I'm in a very, precarious position. The budgets that I have are minuscule when compared to a Hollywood movie. But the budgets are very high when it's compared to an Indian movie. So, so I had to be very careful about it, how I placed myself. Over the period of years working with so many distributors and producers, I have a kind of idea of how the business works. So I have an idea of how much I can spend, and my greed is always to put in more stuff into the budget that I have. One of the key thing is to excite my crew, whether it's a production designer, whether VFX supervisor, whether it's the DOP, all the main.
I just have to say that, Mr. Rajamouli, you're doing so many interviews. You need to get a good mic and camera set up. Wherever you go, you need to have that doing these interviews. Come on. We can afford that. It's ironic that, and I know a lot of filmmakers who do Zoom interviews and all that, it doesn't look that good, but I think we can do it. Like, look good, get a good webcam. Like, it's cheap. It's not that expensive. Or a camera, even you can connect nowadays. Get a USB mic just like this. So yeah, we can do that. Reach out. Anyone on his team, reach out. I'll let you know how to go about it.
Heads of department, getting them excited, making them feel that we are going to do something extraordinary. So that catches on to them. They should feel that we are on a journey that has never been taken before, at least in our part of the world. And then you tell them, okay, you have to do this within a limited budget. So they're already caught up on the idea of that we are doing something great. So then they start work. They start.
Basically, the creativity comes out,
Working according to the budget given. The goal is already fixed. So we figure out ways. In India, we have a beautiful word called jugaad. Jugaad is like finding out innovative ways of getting the job done with lesser effort or lesser money. So we figure out those kind of ways.
I did want to mention that I did a live stream review of RRR with a number of fellow critics, and it was a huge success. Opened up the channel to a large number of Indian film fans, and inspired us to launch a monthly series looking at Indian films. So I'm curious about the artistic transformation and personal transformation you might have gone through as a filmmaker. Ram and Beam undergo several transformations throughout the film. Can you talk about how making this movie and getting out into the world perhaps changed you?
Interesting question.
Changed me? I don't know. At this point of time, I'm quite overwhelmed. I have been in this overwhelming feeling for a long time, for the past 4 or 5 months. So how I change myself probably will reflect on how I shape up the next film. Probably.
I think these are the things you can only think about in retrospective. It's not like, oh, yesterday something happened today, what I learned from it. No, you will think about it like 2 3 years later, what that had happened in my life, and that's how it changed my life.
People's perception of me would be from my films. So when the next film comes out, probably you can tell me how I changed from my previous films.
Nice one.
Fair enough. Thank you. Last question. Again, thank you very much for being generous with your time. And I haven't said this yet, but congratulations on RRR and all the success. I wanted to ask, why was it important to you to tell this particular story about Rem and Beam today? Is there a particular idea or spirit that you're trying to instill on the audience, not just the Indian audience, but globally? It is a movie that is about differences and kind of overcoming those differences in the face of even larger differences. I'm just wondering if there's something that you are trying to express through this in particular.
Um, to be very frank, for me, the first and foremost reason why I pick up any story is that because it has emotionally moved me. I believe that a storyteller's responsibility to his audience is that he has to make them emotional, whether crying or laughing or getting angry or whatever the characters are feeling. They have to get sucked into the world of the characters and they have to experience it. And that really gives a breath of fresh air for the audience from their daily life. They come out of their daily life, they experience these emotions and go back rejuvenated and do whatever they want to do with their life. I think that's the foremost job of a storyteller. I do that. So emotion is what it does to me. But apart from that, one thing that I had in my mind, even though you can't see that in the film directly, is that a few years back, my state, the place which I live in, was split into two states. The same language is spoken, but it is split into two states.
Yep.
It was not a simple job. There was a lot of angst. There was a lot of fight during that time. And there was a lot of angry, swearing exchange between both my peoples. Both of them have been brothers for so long, and they have become enemies. At that point of time, I used to feel very sad about it. I used to feel very bad about it. Like, how can we say that? How can I say that we are friends? We are brothers. We are not enemies. How could I say that? So that was there at the back of my mind. So when I had the chance to do this film, I think subconsciously that acted on it. So these two heroes are from the two separate parts of my state. Allur Sitaramaraj is from Andhra and Komaram Bhima is from Telangana. Even though it is a complete fictionalized tale, it is my way of saying the people the freedom fighters whom we worship like demigods are friends. They are willing to sacrifice their lives for each other. So if they can do that, why can't we be friends? No, it is way of telling me. It's very subtle way of telling it, but that is one thing at the back of my mind that was driving this plot.
I think I talked about it before.
Well,
also.
thank you. I mean, as you may know, we just underwent a rather contentious election here in the United States. So I think, especially for people coming to this movie fresh, it does give a message of hope. So thank you very much. And again, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you so much.
That was good. That was good questions, and just three of them. So what I understood is that there was many of them who asked questions, and they uploaded it differently on their particular channels. And they also did a live, review of the film. So I'll be looking at that also. So definitely check the channel out. I'll put the link description. Interesting discussion, and they are doing this monthly one Indian movie they review. So that's great. When that's what Triple R has done. It has just opened up Indian market, and now it's all about rightly choosing it and creating a friendly atmosphere for people to come in and decide which one to choose. And that's why I made videos also talking about, if you liked RRR, this is other 5 films you should check out next. And if you liked RRR, what other kind of films you can watch in Indian cinema. Made a separate videos, you can check it out. I'll put a link here. And yeah, that's the power of RRR. That's the power of cinema. Cannot wait. Oscars, we are coming. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, comment below, check out this video next, and I'll see you next time.